I thought we played very well in the game. We were unfortunate at the first goal. Slight deflection takes it into Marcus's path and he finishes it really well. And we showed the mentality to keep going, and that's the real pleasing aspect of today. We've either won games or lost them, even though we've played well. Today was another sign for us of our improvement, where you can't win it and you're behind in the game, you keep fighting and you make sure you don't lose it. So we showed a good mentality.
When there's 10 minutes to go, when we scored a goal, and you think, get on the ball, see this game out, they'll have to push forward, create more chances, but then it wasn't to be. We've come back so many times from losing positions to win, so we know the feeling the other way as well. So we created some big chances, of course, and you look back at those and you think they should have nailed the game for us. But then again, you can never switch off when you got strikers like Jamie Vardy up there.
You're loving your football at the moment, clearly.
Oh, of course, I enjoy it because, as I said, I have a good team around of me. So when you have this support behind you, it's always better. You feel more confident to do your own game and to your qualities come out.
Another goal and another assist, because we're going to count that touch for Marcus for his goal.
Yeah, you have to count, because I give him one before he don't score. So give me that one, please.
Well, that's because he's better at feeding others, really, isn't he? But he may have missed one, Marcus Rashford, but he also scored one, and he was a constant threat, Danny.
He was. There'll be some satisfaction, of course, that he's got his 50th goal, but knowing the standards he sets himself, I think he'll be a little bit disappointed he didn't come away with his 51st and 52nd even. And the team winning, of course. This is early in the game. That's the only excuse I can give him. Not that I was a good header of the ball, but that one should be burst in the net, shouldn't it? Great ball, wasn't it, from Fernandez? But he didn't let it disappoint him. He's a confident lad, as we know, and he was brilliant today. It was a good game, actually, well contested. Got a bit of luck there with the touch from Fernandez, but he tucked it away. And this is another part of his game we don't probably talk about too much. Passing, good run from Martial, a super pass. And there was good chances from both sides in the game in the first half. Rashford in the second half trying to get at Leicester and take the game to them, but this type of dribble we see him do a lot. Doesn't come to anything, but I like his positivity, trying to be the man who drives United forward. This is the offside goal, but still a brilliant pass. Varying his game really, really well. That one got brought back, obviously. And this is the one I think he'll be most disappointed with. It's a good ball from Fred. He gets it out of his feet. And maybe just a slide along the floor would have been better.
Good save, though.
It was a brilliant save. Strong hand from Schmeichel.
Yeah.
But when he's at it, he's a real handful. Really difficult to play against.
And we can see he's the third youngest player for Manchester United to reach 50 Premier League goals. I think the other two probably had reasonable careers. Did they, Rooney and Ronaldo? Whatever happened to them? Yeah, no, he's just in decent company there. He's really blossoming as a footballer, isn't he? You're always looking at strikers, Alan, Rashford aside. I think the movement of a couple of good old uns, shall we say, impressed you in this game.
Two great examples of movement and touch and technique today, Gary, and bringing people into the game from Vardy and from Cavani. Cavani is so clever there because he knows the defender hasn't come with him. He knows there's no protection in there, but the impressive thing is taking the ball on the half turn. Too many times I see centre forwards taking the ball with a back to goal and then the defender can push them away. But he's the awareness of where he is and taking the ball and turn, and then the weight of pass, taking the ball with the left foot, playing it in with the right foot. It's absolutely magnificent there. That technique is superb, and then he puts it. The weight of pass is magnificent. Can he finish it off? Absolutely, of course he can. And then Vardy. Just watch his movement here. It's only a yard, but that yard creates the space for him to get his effort away at goal. Whilst all the defenders are running back towards the goal, he's in that second 6-yard box that I've mentioned already this season. But look, I've mentioned the defenders. Look, all of them are running. Just watch the yard that he creates for himself now, just to his right-hand side. There, and then he gets his shot away at goal. He'll tell you that it was hitting the target.
That was going in, wasn't it?
I'm not sure it was. Tuanzebe gets the touch in the back.
I think anyone who had him in their fantasy team is saying, yeah, it definitely was going in.
It's superb.
But he's not been given it.
Two very good forwards.
Realistically, can either of these sides win the title? Only if something goes wrong at Liverpool, or
I can't see it. I think Liverpool too strong, too confident.
Challenging for top 4.
Yeah, OK. 4 games still to come.
He said, how good was that man? Bruno Fernandez, his view at the end of that game.
Bruno, it was the kind of match we expected, very competitive, it was fascinating, but you must have wished you could hold on.
Oh, of course, I think the way we conceded the last goal, also the first one, but I think the second goal, after you score, you are 5 minutes to win a game and you concede that goal. So it's hard for us, of course, but we are disappointing. We want to win every game. But now it's time to focus in the next one because it's 3 days and we have no time to think about the points we dropped today. We need to think about the 3 points we can get in the next one.
Was it the kind of game you expected, to be patient, had to wait for the opportunities and get in behind the defence?
No, you never know what to expect, because sometimes teams change it to play against us, and so you need to be prepared for everything. I think in the first half we have some chances to score, we don't score, or we score one, but it was not enough for the game we did, for the quality we put on the game. I think we have to create more chances, and we have to finish the chances too.
Marcus Rashford had an early chance which he missed, but he kept his concentration for the second one. So did you feel you were on top and you were dominating a little bit in that first half?
Yeah, I think in that first minutes we play really well. Marcus have that chances, he missed it, but after that he scores. But of course you have a disallowed goal, you have that chances in the beginning from Marcus, and maybe with the goal so early it will be much better for us, because teams open a little bit more the game for us, and so give you more space to play behind them, to the counters, to everything. So, but now it doesn't matter. We dropped 2 points, and now we need to focus on what we did wrong today, to get it better in the next one.
Wolves at home next. Since he signed in the Premier League, only 1 game he hasn't started when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ahead of that Leipzig game, and he had to come on at half-time when United were losing at West Ham. Does that tell you simply what a different team they are without him in it?
Oh, big time. He's been so important for them in assists and also in goals. He makes all them boxes tick. He scores really important goals, the 1-0s, the 2-1s. Yes, a lot are penalties, but you still have to score them. He's been a great signing for Man United.
As good as he's been, is that a worry that a club of that size are perhaps a little reliant on one player?
No, I don't think so, simply because of the calibre of player he is. And I think that when you're Manchester United, you have to have that kind of player. And when you look at what he's bringing to Man United, that's what they paid for. He's probably worth double the money now. I think that when you look at Man United and the team that they've got right now, you can see how disappointed he is. And he's obviously one of the leaders in the dressing room. When you look at the way they conceded those goals, like he said, last 5 minutes, what we're doing, we're supposed to see the game out. Once they sort it out, there's something not quite 100% right with Man United, otherwise they don't lose that game. And once they do get that right, whether it's another signing, I don't know. Yeah. They're there. They're there, Man United are there. And whatever we say, in respect of Ole and what he's done up to this point, I have to say that he's been very impressive. Recently, especially the way he's got his team since the Arsenal loss and the Leipzig. His team have been very impressive.
Yep, point of peace there. Talking of Arsenal, let's remind you how they won the London derby against Chelsea. Just their second win in 11